match of the season. As Canberra and Brisbane line up for a finals rehearsal. Two world-class backlines with over 100 tries between them in 93. And two of the most dominant packs in the cup. The battle of the big guns on 9 Wine Water Sports.
16 internationals, 6 State of Origin players and 4 who will represent in the future are on show tonight as we welcome you to the Bruce Stadium here in Canberra for our Friday night coverage of Winfield Cup Rugby League, and it doesn't get any better than this. The Brisbane Broncos up against the Canberra Raiders. I'm not going to say it's a dress rehearsal for a grand final. What I do believe is that they are the 2 best sides in the competition based on what we've seen over the last 6 weeks. And Ray Warren, before we get into the actual 80 minutes of play, let's just have a look at how important this game is, especially considering the point that Canberra dropped last week, that draw with Balmain.
Yeah, well, they're on 27 points, as everybody knows. If we have a look at the table, they're just 2 points in front of North Sydney and 3 in front of Manly. But most people think North and Manly will win all their remaining 4 games. Now, if Canberra lose tonight, keep in mind they have to play Canterbury in the last round at Belmore. Now, it's possible that Canberra might only finish on 31 and North and Manly might both leapfrog them. That's how important it is. I know it's said that it's a dress rehearsal for the grand final, but this could well be a grand final for Canberra, and that doesn't exempt Brisbane either from the tentacles of danger.
Now, trying to work all through that, who are you picking?
I'm of the opinion that Brisbane, just with that class from sideline to sideline, from front to back, I think it might just get them home.
Well, Paul Vautin, the obvious thing about tonight is the great personal battles, and a couple are going to decide the course of the game. Which are the outstanding ones for you?
Well, the first one I'm looking at is between the hookers, Steve Wallace and Kerry Wallace, the brothers. And Steve Wallace, for mine, has nearly been the player of the year. He's been in outstanding form. Around those rucks, he controls the rucks. Very powerful runner and can score a try. Kerrett, very nippy out of dummy half. He also gets his forwards going. A very good passer of the football, so that's a great duel. The other one, of course, is the halfback duel between Stewart and Alalea. Ricky Stewart, when he decides to run the ball, is probably the best player in the competition today. And he can score a try. His cover defence is great. Alalea controls his side. Little short kicking game, which can be very handy, and he will lead their side as well. Some great duels.
Now, those players are going to handle the football more than any other players tonight, but they do direct it towards some pretty big strike power.
Well, they've got 4 players out wide, Peter, who have scored 55 tries between them in the Druku, Hoppy, Khan and Renoff. Some fantastic players, fleet of foot. We're going to see some tries again tonight. I'm going to stick with Canberra. I think down here on a Friday night, this is their night.
Well, I do think the best defensive team of the night is going to win the football game. A lot of talk about the conditions favouring Canberra. It is freezing down here tonight. They will be more acclimatised to these kind of conditions. But it is significant to note that in the last 5 meetings between these 2 clubs, Brisbane have won every one of those games. To see if that dominance continues, stay with us. This is going to be a great game. One of the best of the seasons. Should be a beauty.